When St. Francis DeSales High School students head back to class this fall, it'll be without their beloved teacher and coach, Bob Lennon, who was struck by a car as he rode his bike on a rural Delaware County road. 10 TV's Jessica Goddard reports on the first Lennon Loop 5K and a spirit still very much alive.
Come on, guys.
I think he probably would be standing in the background somewhere yelling at us to run faster.
As nearly 600 runners and walkers hit their stride at Hoffwoods Park in Westerville, Bob Lennon probably had something to do with it. A beloved science teacher and cross-country coach of more than 40 years, it wasn't a job for Mr. Lennon. It was a way of life.
He really thought that running is what brings people together, and the fact that we're just running all together as a community for him just makes it so much better.
Lennon was killed on September 15th of last year when he was struck by a car on Miller Paul Road. The driver didn't stop, and Lennon's body was later found lying in a soybean field. Days later, the father of this woman, Katie Paul, came forward with evidence of damage to her car. Paul, a diabetic with severe medical problems, eventually pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and fleeing the scene of an accident in connection with the crime. She was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison. Lennon's absence has left a void in the classroom and on the course.
When we lost Bob, that was clearly in evidence by the love and support of the remaining faculty members, his family, and the greater St. Francis DeSales High School family.
Former students from Rhode Island to Alaska paying tribute, crossing a finish line that doesn't mark an end, but a beginning. Proceeds from today's Lennon Loop 5K will go to the newly established St. Francis DeSales High School Bob Lennon Memorial Scholarship Fund.
And I know he's still here with us in our hearts, and he would love this.
In Westerville, Jessica Goddard, 10 TV News.
True sign of a show of respect. A lot of the runners in today's 5K included athletes from rival schools who used to compete against Coach Lennon and DeSales. Organizers say it's just another example of the many lives he touched.